Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, very good afternoon. Okay, first of all, I welcome all of you to the another wonderful year full of learning. Okay, how are you today?
Fine,
ma'am.
Have you had your lunch?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now it's very happy to see after long holidays, all of you are back to your academics. Very good. So from your faces, it's very clear that you are very eager to know much more about me, right? Fine. So I introduce myself. I'm Meja George, and I'm from Ailur. I will be teaching you physics in this academic year. Are you interested to study physics?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
through the activities and some interesting experiments, we can make this physics much more interactive and fun. Okay. So I'm so excited to start this new academic year with you guys. So I need your cooperations. So do your best in everything what you do. So and keep always positive, keep smiling. Okay. So that's all about us. So in this year, in 9th grade, you have to study 5 chapters in physics. And the first and foremost chapter is about motion. So let us start the class. Okay, are you ready? Can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. In the first chapter, you had to study about motion. Okay. So I will share the screen, then you can see it. So all of you write the title of this chapter. It's motion. Chapter 8, motion. It's better to take the lecture notes, then it is helpful for you for the next class. When I am asking question, you can easily say the answers. So the first chapter in physics is about motion. All of you write the title of the chapter, motion. Okay, students. So when I am introducing this term motion. Have you heard about this term motion before? Have you heard about this term?
Yes.
Yes. Who says yes? Okay, then what do you mean by motion? Can you say definition for motion? What do you mean by motion? You can share your own ideas. Yes.
Movement of object.
Yes, Lynette. Say once again.
Movement of object.
Yes, very good. Movement of objects. Students, when you are going to search the meaning of motion in dictionary, then you can find out that the meaning of motion is movement. What is exactly the Lynette says here? Motion means the movement of object. But in physics, you have to study much more scientific definition for motion. Okay, so I will give you an example. Then you can yourself, you can form the definition for motion. So you just listen here. I will say an example. If you are starting to move, or if you are starting to move your school, okay, from your home, you are moving to your school. You are starting the journey at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. and you are reaching the school at 9:30 a.m. Okay, and what happens to the position of you? Thus, the position of the object is changed here. You are moving from your home to school from 9 to 9:30 a.m. So what happens to the position of an object? What about my position? I am still standing here. Is that motion or I am in rest? Why you are saying I am in rest? Yes.
Because you are not moving.
I am not moving. I am not changing my position, right? I am not changing my position from here to anywhere. So the first and foremost definition for motion says that it is the change in the position of an object. What do you mean by motion? It is the change in the position of an object. Okay. And here we can take that example once again. When you are moving from the home to school, that is from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Does the time change here? Is there any change in the time takes place here? Along with the movement of the object, what happens to the time? The time is remain stationary or it is moved.
Time moves.
Time is also changes, right? It is changes from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So we can make a little change in our definition of motion. The motion is the change of position of an object with respect to time. So this is the definition for motion. So what do you mean by motion? It is the change of position of an object with respect to time. I will show the slide. So you can copy down the definition of motion from the slide. So this is the definition for motion. Motion means change of position of an object with respect to time. So Nandana, can you recall what is the definition of motion? Yes, unmute and say, what is the definition of motion? Nandana, unmute and say, what is the definition of motion? Okay, anyone? I think she's facing some kind of network issues. Adikesh?
Ma'am, it's the change in the position of an object with respective time.
Yes, very good. It is the change of position of an object with respect to time is known as motion. Now we can say some, can you say some examples for motion from your daily life? Can you say some examples for motion? Yes, Navaneet, try to say anything, example for motion.
Ma'am, waking up from bed.
Yes, waking up from bed. We are moving from bed to, okay, we are sitting or standing like that. Okay, then Hira.
I'm going to office.
Okay, going to office. If the person walks, then it is an example for motion. Any other type of motion? Alvin?
I'm playing football.
Ah, yes, very good. All right. Playing football. It's also motion. Okay, good. Then Nigila? Ah, yes, here Hridik is chat with me while jogging. Jogging is a motion. All right. Okay, then Abhiram, can you say one example for motion?
Cycling.
Ah, yes. Okay. All right. Cycling. And students, you just, can you feel the movement of air? Does the air is remaining stationary here in the atmosphere? No, the air is moved. The movement of air is also an example for motion. Okay. All right. So these are the examples of motion that we can account from our daily life. Now I am going to discuss the next topic. What are the different types of motion? Have you think about the different types of motion? Can you guess what are the different types of motion that is exist now?
Linear motion.
Linear motion. Okay. By this term, linear motion, what do you mean by that term? Linear motion.
Moving in a straight line.
Yes, very good, Lynette. Lynette says here is that movement of an object in a straight line. And this movement of an object in a straight line is also known as straight line motion, or we can call it as rectilinear motion. Okay. The movement of the object in a straight line is known as straight line motion, or the other name is rectilinear motion. Okay. All right. Next, can you say another type of motion? One is straight line. And can you say one example first? Yes.
Oscillatory motion.
Ah, yes. Very good, Adhigesh. Oscillatory motion. What do you mean by oscillatory motion then?
To and fro, the back and forth movement of an object.
Yes, the to and fro or the back and forth motion is known as oscillatory motion. Can you say one example for oscillatory motion then?
A swing.
Yes, the movement of a swing, right? Whenever the swing is moved, if you are playing in a park, you are almost obviously you are using with the swing. The swing is possess a to and fro or back and forth motion. That motion is known as the oscillatory motion. Very good. So we are discussing about straight line motion and also about the oscillatory motion. And then what about the next type of motion? Yes, Ritvik. Periodic motion. What do you mean by periodic motion then? What do you mean by periodic motion? Have you seen the movement of pendulum clock? Pendulum?
Yes,
Have you ever observed the movement of pendulum clock and how it is moves? The movement is repeats at regular intervals. Actually, this periodic motion and oscillatory motion both are same. Okay. The motion of an object is repeats at regular intervals. They are known as periodic motion. So an example for periodic motion is the movement of pendulum. Okay, the movement of pendulum is an example for the periodic motion. That is, the movement of an object or the object is repeats at regular intervals. The motion of an object is repeated regular intervals is known as periodic motion. Any other type? If you are just imagine if you are going to a park and you are used to play with giant wheels or merry-go-round, what type of motion that you possess at that time?
Circular motion.
Circular motion.
Yes, it is circular motion. Then what do you mean by circular motion? Try to make a definition by yourself.
Moving in a circular path.
Yes, it is the motion of an object in a circular path. The motion of an object in a circular path is known as circular motion. Okay. Then can you imagine, have you ever seen the motion of a top? Motion of a top?
Spinning.
Yes. What kind of motion possessed by the top? Yes, guess. Atleo, can you say what is the kind of motion that is possessed by top?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
What about the type of motion that is possessed by top? Top, pambaram. What is the kind of motion?
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay, good. Nigila. The motion of top, it is here the object is motion in its own axis. If the motion of an object in its own axis is known as rotational motion. So you just imagine the motion of earth, how it is move. It move its own axis. So these are examples for the rotational motion. So here we are discussing different types of motion. One is straight line motion, circular motion, periodic motion, and rotational motion. Okay, so here I will write this, all type of motion. So next is types of motion. Can you say one by one? What is the first type of motion that we are discussed here?
Linear motion.
Linear motion.
Yes, it is linear motion. Linear motion. The linear motion is otherwise known as
Straight line motion.
straight line motion. Very good. Linear motion or straight line motion. Good. Then next one, second one.
Oscillatory.
Okay, the second one is oscillatory motion. What do you mean by oscillatory motion then?
Moving back, forth.
The to and fro or the back and front motion is known as oscillatory motion. The oscillatory motion is also known as periodic motion. It is also known as periodic motion. That is the movement of a pendulum. Movement of pendulum or movement of swing, etc. Example for oscillatory motion or periodic motion. Then what about the third type of motion?
Circular
It is circular motion. What do you mean by circular motion then?
Movement in a circle.
Yes, it is the movement of an object in a circular path. The movement of object in a circular path is known as circular motion. The movement in a giant wheel or in merry-go-round, these are examples for circular motion. Okay. What about the next type of motion? One more we are discussing.
Rotational motion.
Yes, very good. It is rotational motion. What do you mean by rotational motion then?
Moving in its own axis.
Yes, the movement of an object about its own axis. Can you say one example for rotational motion then?
Movement of a earth.
Movement of earth, the motion of earth or the motion of top, all are examples for the rotational motion. Okay, so we have 4 different types of motion based on the path in which the object is moving. They are linear motion or straight line motion, oscillatory motion or periodic motion, circular motion, and the last one is rotational motion. So I hope these ideas are clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the
Yes,
different
ma'am.
types of motion. So we are discussing the definition for motion. Motion means the change of position of an object with respect to time. So when an object is changed its position from one point to another, along with this position, the time is also moving or time is also gets changed. So that is what is the definition of motion. Then here we are discussing what about the different types of motion. We have 4 different types of motion depending upon their path. They are linear motion or straight line motion, Here, the movement of object takes place along a straight line. Can you say, okay, whenever a person moves in a straight line, it is an example for straight line motion. Or have you ever seen that the march past made by the soldiers? What
Yes,
kind of
ma'am.
motion is that? Is it straight line or circular motion?
Straight line.
Straight line.
It is a straight line motion. The second one is oscillatory motion or periodic motion. So in that motion, in that case, you can say two definitions. One is the to and back fro. The to and fro motion of an object is known as oscillatory motion. Or you can say the motion of an object is repeats at regular intervals. So also an example for periodic motion. So also a definition for periodic motion. An example is the motion of a pendulum, the periodic movement of pendulum. And the third one is about circular motion. That is the movement of an object in a circular path is known as circular motion. And the last one is about the rotational motion. And what do you mean by rotational motion?
It rotates in one axis.
Movement of object in a circular manner.
No, rotational motion. Rotational motion is not
Rotates
moving
in
in
a
a
one
Movement of an object in its own axis.
Yes, very good. It is the movement of object in its own axis. Okay. So can we move to the next topic?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you study this motion, you must kept two terms in your mind. The first one is reference point. The first one is reference point. And the second one is origin. So when you study about the motion, you must keep these two terms. I know that this is two new terms I'm introducing today. So when you are thinking about motion, you must keep these 2 points in your mind. Okay, the first one is reference point and the second one is origin. You don't need to be confused. With the help of examples, we can make it this very easy. So what is our first point? First point you must keep in your mind. What is that?
Reference
point.
Reference point. Now I will say an example, then it is more clear to you. Suppose you just imagine a restaurant, a new restaurant is opening near here, Mala Private Stand. Okay, so you just imagine the days in which the Google location maps are not discovered. Okay, now you just imagine if there is no location maps are available, no apps are available. So you are informing your friend or relative that here there is a new restaurant. A new restaurant is starting here 5 kilometers away from the Mala Private Stand. Okay, so reference point is indicate, it is the point in which you describe the location of an object. So what is the object here? The object here is the restaurant. Okay, and what is the reference point? With respect to which point you are refer this restaurant to your friend? Yes. Ah, yes, it's right. Unmute and say.
Mala Private Stand.
Mala Private Stand. Because here a new restaurant is opened where 5 kilometers away or 5 kilometers away from the Mala Private Stand. So you are locate an object. The object is here our new restaurant and you locate this new restaurant with respect to the Mala Private Stand. So here the Mala Private Stand is the reference point. So just similar way you can refer any other location of an object. Suppose if your friend are newly coming friend, if your friend is first time came to the school, and how you introduce the school to your friend by referring some kind of reference point. What kind of reference point you can say? What is the near thing this to your Dr. Raju Davis International School? Is it from Valiyaparambu Junction? Sometimes you can say take a turn from Valiyaparambu Junction and all. Sometimes we are locate the position of an object with respect to a reference point. Okay, so reference point means it is the point that describes the location of an object. So I will share the screen, then it is more clear. Okay, this is the definition of reference point. A reference point is used to describe the location of an object. So when you think or study about motion, you must keep this point in your mind, that is about reference point. Because we know that in the case of motion, here the object changes its position. So in order to, whenever it is changes its position, we must indicate the reference point in order to describe the location of that moving object. So a reference point is a point that is used to describe the location of an object. Or suppose you just imagine if you are traveling from Ernakulam to Thrissur, and if your family member or your parent is or your friend is calling and asks where you are reached, then sometimes you are saying that I am reached at Angamali Junction, right? Like that. So what is the reference point there?
Angamali Junction.
Angamali
Yes,
Junction.
it's Angamali Junction. So it is the reference point. So a reference point is always used to describe the location of an object, and it is necessary when an object is in motion. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
we can discuss the next topic. What is our second term?
Origin.
Yes, it is origin. And have you heard about origin? Do you have any idea about origin? Yes.
Starting point.
Yes, it's right.
Beginning. Starting point.
It is the starting point, the point from which the motion is started. If the body or the object is start its motion from a point, that point is known as origin. Okay, so I will show the slide. So here the definition of origin. What do you mean by origin? A point from which a body or object starts moving is called origin of motion of body. Suppose if you are starting from if you are moving from home to school, then home is the origin from which you are starting your journey. That point is known as origin. So a point from which a body or object starts moving is called origin of motion of body. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the definition of origin. Origin is a point from which a body or object starts moving is called origin of motion of body. Now suppose here I am going to draw. Here a person start to move from here, from A to B. Then can you say what is the origin here?
A.
A. The point A. The point A is indicates the origin. Why?
Because it's the starting point of the object.
Yes, very good. Because our object or the body start its motion from the point A. So here the point A is known as origin. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so once again, we can recall the points. After that, we can move to the next topic. I think you are easily grasping all the points very fastly. So it is easy to me. Okay, very good. Keep it up. So, Isha Fatima,
Yes, ma'am.
can you say the definition of motion? What do you mean by motion?
Motion is the movement of an object in reference to time.
Yes, very good. It is the movement of, it is the change of position of an object with respect to time is known as motion. Very good. Lakshmi, can you say any two types of motion? Yes.
Motion and oscillatory motion.
Yes, oscillatory motion and one more? It's not clear. That's it.
Linear motion.
Very good. Linear motion. I think it is better to practice rectilinear motion. Instead of saying linear motion, it is good to practice rectilinear motion. Okay. Because now you are in higher standard. You want to study about the straight line motion further. So it is good to use, instead of linear motion, you can use rectilinear motion. The motion of an object in a straight line is also known as rectilinear motion. It can be either linear motion, rectilinear motion, or straight line motion. Okay, all right, very good, Lakshmi. Next, Hritvik. Can you say an example for straight line motion? Hritvik. Yes, unmute and say. Vaishnavi. I think Vaishnavi is ready to say the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, yes. Can you say an example for straight line motion?
The march past the soldiers.
March past of soldiers. Very good. And then very good. Very good, Vaishnavi. Amin, what do you mean by circular motion then?
Moving in a circular path.
Moving in a circular path. All right. Good. Nigila Mary. Say one example for circular motion. I think your audio is not working. I can hear. Ah, yes. Example for circular motion.
Drawing a circle.
Ah, yes.
Drawing a circle.
Moving in circle. I think so. It's not clear anyway. Tom Jones, can you say what you mean by oscillatory motion?
The to and fro motion of an object.
The to and fro motion of an object is known as oscillatory motion. Very good. Can you say one example for oscillatory motion?
A swing.
Movement of swing. Okay, very good. Nivedya? What is the next type of motion that we are discussing in the class?
Ma'am, rotational motion.
Yes, rotational motion. What do you mean by rotational motion then?
Ma'am, in which thing moves on an axis.
Yes, the movement of an object about its own axis is known as rotational motion. All right, very good. Pooja, can you say an example for a rotational motion?
Ma'am, top.
Yes, movement of top, then? One more.
Ma'am, yo-yo.
Ah, yes. Okay, movement of top or the movement of earth. All these are examples for the rotational motion. All right. Then next one, Azan Suhim. What do you mean by reference point? Reference point. Suryadev, can you say what you mean by reference point?
Ma'am, a reference point is used to describe the location of an object.
Yes, very good. The reference point is used to describe the location of an object. Very good. Sridev, what do you mean by origin then? Origin.
It is a point from which a body starts moving. It is called origin.
It is the point from which an object or a body starts its motion is known as origin. I hope all these topics are clear to you, right? If you have any doubt, you can ask now itself. No doubt. Okay. So can we move to the next topic? Are you ready? Okay. So the next topic is not included in your textbook, but I am introducing this topic here because it is helpful for your further study. So you just take your lecture note, or you can take it in your science diary. So the next topic is physical quantities. Okay. So the next topic is about physical quantities. Physical quantities. Okay, what do you mean by physical quantities? In physics, we are very lucky with a lot of physical quantities. By heard this term, you don't need to be tensed or confused. Physical quantities, have you heard about the time? The term time?
Yes.
Temperature?
Yes, ma'am.
Mass?
Yes.
Force?
Yes.
All these are known as physical quantities. So physical quantities are the quantities that we can measure. Okay. So what do you mean by physical quantities? Physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure. So physical quantities are those quantities in which we can measure is known as physical quantities. You can write, say, examples. Time. We can measure the time, right? If you are asking, what's the time now? What's the time now? Yes?
1:35.
Yes, very good. It's 1:35, right? We can measure the time. Similarly, nowadays, we are usually used with the thermometers because of Corona, right? So we are using the thermometers to measure. For what purpose we are using the thermometers?
To measure the temperature.
Measure the temperature, right? So we can measure the temperature. Similarly, by using the spring balance or weighing balance, we can measure the mass of the body. So all these quantities are known as physical quantities because these are the quantities that we can measure. Example, time, temperature, mass, weight, force. All these are examples for physical quantities. Okay. And we need to divide these physical quantities into two. We can discuss it in the next class. Okay, today is the first day. Sometimes you maybe feel that this information overloading, right? So today we are only discussing about the motion and what are the different types of motion, practical life examples of motion. And when you are think about or study about the term motion, you must keep two terms in your mind. One is reference point and other is the origin. So today one more new topic where we are introducing, that is physical quantities. I hope all these topics are clear to you, right?
Ma'am.
Yes.
And physical quantities definition.
Physical quantities are the quantities that which we can measure. Physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure. Okay. And example, time, temperature, mass, all these are examples for physical quantities. Okay, so physical quantities are those quantities which we can measure. Okay, students, so I think it's clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask now itself. Okay, so we can wind up today's class. Thank you all. See you next class. Bye. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you.